Omicron. Falcon hates puns and thinks that they're all wrong. One's American and one is an Aussie. Talking about StarCraft 2 and the esports scene.
Hello, good sir.
Hey.
I see you've been playing Halo today.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good. John,
Excellent.
we should stop now and start playing. That's what we should do.
Okay. Just do a podcast of us playing Halo 3.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, can you kill the one over there? Thanks. All right, cool. I gotta play.
Hey,
some more.
thanks.
Yeah.
Man, this lag really sucks.
Yeah, it does. Hey, look,
Yeah.
I found a skull. Yeah.
Hey, nice. Great job.
It's like I knew where they were.
I was... That's not fair. You're cheating. As I saw you playing that, I was like, man, back in the day when people had to wait years for Halo 3, Halo 2 ends on this crazy cliffhanger. And then it's like, wait for Halo 3. And then it was like forever and a day. People are just waiting for Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
People are graduating from high school and like finishing college before Halo 3 comes out.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
it was like 3 years.
So maybe if they were smart, they were finishing college before Halo 3 comes out.
They were already
It wasn't-
in college.
It wasn't a very common experience, all right? I'm just saying. Yeah. And then we just had to wait like what? A couple of months? It wasn't even that long.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I've already played Halo 3.
Right.
Like I wasn't waiting. Like
No, I know. I played Halo 3 too. I'm just saying. Like the experience of I guess I'm just feeling like the anticipation of Halo 3 back in the day made Halo 3 better than maybe it actually was because people are so hyped for it, right? And the advertising campaign around it was disgustingly good, like one of the best ad campaigns of all time. Whereas in this case, you finished Halo 2 and it's like, I can't play Halo 3 yet on the Master Chief Collection on Steam because it's not there yet. Boo. And then what? A month later? How long was it?
I don't know.
6 weeks?
Check Steam and have a look at the last time it says you played Master Chief Collection, because that would be it.
That will do.
Yeah.
Halo. Is it under H?
Yes.
Or Halo?
Yes. Under H.
It is. Under all the Half-Lives.
Mm-hmm.
Last played May 18th. So about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. So I'm just saying we just only had to wait 2 months. And maybe it just isn't as good if you've only waited 2 months for it. Also, I guess it's probably not as good if you've already played it and know everything that's going to happen. So these are problems with Halo 3 and the Master Chief Collection.
Uh-huh. Yes.
That said,
it's good. Yeah.
excellent. 2 thumbs up from Somicron.
2 thumbs up. I mean, some of the graphics are starting to look a little old.
Okay. That's fair.
Specifically, some people's faces.
But not other people's faces?
Well, the Master Chief's face looks fine.
Sure. That's because it's easy to do a helmet.
Yeah. Actually, his entire player model looks fantastic. Right? Like,
Oh.
arguably the best like model in the game. Right? Nothing looks better than the Spartans.
Dang. All right.
It's remarkable how much better it looks than some other things.
Name one thing that looks bad. Go.
Sergeant Johnson.
Sergeant Johnson.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's unfortunate because he's like the best character in all the games.
Yeah. I mean, his face is just a little. He looks like he's been through a fight recently. Like, I mean, he probably
all right.
has, but you know. Also, Miranda Keyes, her face looks terrible. Just
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Admiral Hood, and basically anyone who has a face, really. The Arbiter gets a bit of a freebie because he's an alien, right? There's no real point of reference to what a good alien should look like.
Yeah.
Like a little
But I
bit.
guess if you're comparing it to like blocky, you can see the polygon style versus not, you can see the polygon style. I guess that might be a thing, but
Right, but
Yeah.
the thing is, all the later Halo games that also have the Arbiter or just elites in general have a different art style, and they look worse even though they're higher resolution, right?
oh wow. Okay, so just like art decisions are just not great.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for that when we play out on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good.
There are other things that happened with the game.
Okay.
For instance, if you remember back to when like Reach came out, there was a seasonal thing for unlocking armor customization in the multiplayer. And
Yeah.
you got like tokens for playing games, like winning and sort of stuff. They're now on to season 2, so you can go back and still access all the season 1 stuff if you want. That's where you want to spend your points. But
Okay.
interesting, with Halo 3 coming out, well, didn't just come out, its armor customization in the original game was locked behind certain challenges in game. So you had to like beat all the levels par times, right? Or beat the game on Legendary to unlock certain armor pieces. And when Reach came out, you had to play the game, unlock tokens, and then get them.
Yeah.
Halo 3, now you just get all of it.
Oh, wow.
They're just like,
No
here,
work at all.
they're just like, here, have all of it. But Season 2 of the token system's out. None of it's Reach content. It's all Halo 1 content. They've retroactively added in skins for Halo 1.
That's weird.
Very weird, because they look like you can only do so much with those models, I feel, and like stretching textures over them isn't going to make them suddenly look amazing. So
Fair.
a lot of them just look kind of rough, or like, oh yeah, that's a shotgun, but it's red. Okay.
Wow.
I will say the vehicles do look kind of cool, right? They're a bit bigger. You can get like warthogs with flames and stuff on them now. It's pretty cool. But it just seems weird that they would add unlock points to Halo 1 and then just give you everything in Halo 3.
Yeah, that is.
It's a bit
That is interesting.
Yeah.
It's the Halo way of doing things. Got to keep your customer base on their toes by doing weird stuff.
Right. Can't be consistent.
No, heavens no. We don't want people to like anticipate what's going to happen. Jeez.
No, of course not. No.
No, got to give them strange things all the time. Well,
And
well, good. I mean, sure. Free stuff is nice.
sure, yeah. I mean, it's free skins, so I guess that's humbling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be worse.
Yep.
Could have removed stuff from the game instead of giving you free stuff.
It's true. They certainly could.
Never know.
Could have done that, yeah.
They could have changed the ending to Halo 3. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
They just like write and animate and build this whole new ending.
Arguably, you could say they did with Halo 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
the end of Halo 3, the Chief is like going into his cryopod and he's like, wake me when you
Yes.
need me, because they're like, it's going to take years to just dead drift back to civilization.
Yeah, I remember that moment. It was a good moment.
Yeah. And then Halo 4 is just like, hey, we found something. Oh, by the way, it's another Forerunner artifact thing, right? And it's massively important and 1 a bajillion chance that we found it. And then they're like, wake the Chief up. And his armor's different, right? And it's like, well, his armor had nano-changing tech and Cortana refigured it because she was so bored. And it's like, oh, she did that from, like, while he was in cryo and she was in the ship. Interesting. Yeah. And then the guns are all different. It's like, wow. That makes sense. Way to change
Did
that.
they change developers between 3 and 4? What is that?
Yes, they did. That is the
well,
move
that would be it.
from Bungie to 343 Industries. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's very much 343 being like, whatever, you did some stuff. That's great. We're going to do our own thing now. Who needs continuity?
I mean, it's
Some
like
continuity
it's
is fine,
terrible.
but we don't need all continuity.
right. No, I mean, it's like the Chief was eventually going to wake up at some point, but at the end of Halo 3, it's kind of like a will he, won't he? Is he just lost in space? This like missing in action soldier, and then Halo 4's around because they're like they need money. So no, he's not missing in action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's weird, but passable, I suppose. Yes.
It's a thing.
So my thing about today is that Peace Talks came out from the Dresden Files. And I took the day off work to read the new Dresden Files book and to rearrange my office and put up my posters, hang them on the wall.
Nice.
And then, so let me just say I did rearrange the office. My desk is on an opposite corner of the room now, and the wall behind me has Double Secret Spy Dad's poster, a Half-Life poster, a Halo poster, Star Wars, and The Last of Us.
Nice.
And I haven't put up the Witcher one yet because that just came yesterday and I'm lazy. But so that's ready to go.
Uh-huh.
So then I was reading Peace Talks. I was having a great time, and it's great so far. And then I got an email from my finance guy. I'm trying to refinance my home and get a better interest rate for my mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, so we ran your credit, and you got dinged with something a couple days ago, and your credit dropped 115 points.
Oh.
And I was like, so it went from awesome to, it's fine, I guess. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what?
What was it?
So I look into it, and it's like, here is a $93 amount that CenturyLink, that is an internet provider here in the United States and covers Utah, they sent $93 in my name to collections back in 2018. And as of last week, apparently that's when it dinged on my credit. Why it took 2 years, I don't have any idea. I had no idea this was a thing at all because, again, it didn't ding my credit, and that's the only way I know anything's going on.
Right.
I've never gotten any letters from CenturyLink or emails or phone calls or anything saying I owe them money, okay?
Right.
So the only reason this makes a little bit of sense is that back in 2015, I did sign up for CenturyLink. And then after I'd already signed up and created an account, they were like, oh, and by the way, there's a $300 installation fee. And I was like, no, out. And canceled it. Like before we even got service. It was like day 1 activated, day 2 canceled.
Okay.
And at the time I closed it, they were never like, okay, but we're still going to charge you for whatever we did that day you activated your account. I don't even know, right? They never said anything like that. And then in fairness, we did move about 3 months later. So it's like maybe they did send some correspondence, but it went to the old house. But I had my mail forwarded, so that doesn't make any sense. So I call CenturyLink, right? Because I'm like, hey, guys, look, what's going on? I talked to 5 different people at CenturyLink. Uh-huh. None of them can find me in any system they have anywhere. The billing department's like, you've never had an account. The collections department's like, you've never had an account with us. We've never sent anything to collections under your name or your social security number. Like, but it says CenturyLink on the thing. Like, are people fraudulently putting CenturyLink on the originating creditor? I don't even know. So that was great. So I talked to my financer, and he's like, yeah, that's really messed up. I guess you can dispute it with the credit agencies and see if they'll remove it from your report. That'd be cool. And I'm like, yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. Mm-hmm. So there's 3 major credit bureaus. One of them doesn't have it. The other 2 do, which I guess is fairly normal according to what I read. Mm-hmm. So I submitted disputes for 2 of them. Mm-hmm. And they were both like, it'll be 30 days. And I'm like, I don't want to wait a whole month for you to figure out this is a garbage claim.
Right.
So I was like, fine, I guess it'll be 30 days. And then 2 hours later, Experian got back to me and was like, yeah, that's gone. Thanks. Thanks for reporting it. We got rid of it. I'm like, dang, that was zippy. So I have hope that the other credit bureau will be that zippy with their process, but who knows?
Right.
I don't expect them to be that fast, but it's pretty straightforward. They're like, okay, so put why. And I'm like, well, because I don't remember ever owing CenturyLink anything, and they can't find me in their system at all. So there's like nothing to back up this claim at all. So hopefully it's zippy, and I can refinance my home and do a bunch of stuff I've been needing to do. But that's what I did today instead of reading my book. So I got the office rearranged and my posters up and everything. That was great. I also had a bunch of junk on my desk, just stuff that I haven't used for a long time. Mm-hmm. Like I've got a Mac Mini that was on there from when I used to work for Apple back in 2012.
It's been there for a while.
It's been there for a while. And then I had a couple USB drives I was using for backing up before I got my big USB drive I just use now, so I got rid of those. I had, for some reason, the old modem I was using for my old ISP just sitting back there, plugged in, turned on, connected to nothing. So I got rid of that. My desk is so much cleaner now. It's amazing.
Wow.
I have all these like free USB spots on the back of my computer I didn't have before. It's really a fantastic experience. I was very happy to do it. So it was good.
I'm glad something got done today.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. But, well, and then I had dinner with my parents. So that took up some precious reading time. Then I had this podcast I had to do, and that took up some reading time.
You could have skipped
this. Nah. I mean, are we behind?
I mean, perpetually, but yes. But it's not a worry.
Oh, we're already here. We have stuff to talk about. Gosh darn it.
We do indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's happening. It's fine. I should be able to finish it tonight. Is I think the plan. I was going to stream some Halo with you, but I think we're gonna have to do that tomorrow.
We know that tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It will be all right. So yeah, that was my day. It's incredible how your day offs are never day offs. At least not for me. It's something always comes up like that.
Fair enough.
And I guess like feasibly I could have just been like, screw it, I'll deal with it tomorrow. But I really wanted to know what was going on. I was being fraudulently claimed as being I don't even know. So the other crazy thing is, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys have credit bureaus and stuff like that in Australia? I assume you do.
I mean, I know I have a credit score.
Yeah. Okay. So somebody's managing that.
Sure.
So I went from like 820, which is like 99th percentile, right? Like you have excellent credit. You've never missed a payment. You've had all car payments and mortgages and everything else. You're great. All the way down to 705 because of one $93 payment that went to collections. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, I don't know what the credit scores are of people who like didn't pay their car payment for a couple months. Like, how much does that hurt them? It must hurt them immensely.
It probably does.
Credit's got to be like 203.
Probably, yeah.
Probably is. I didn't realize how strict the rules were for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you know,
Pay your stuff on time.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's the rule. All right. So in other news, I finished up It Invaded
Ah, yes.
a couple days ago, and I remembered the train thing. You asked me about the train episode when we were playing StarCraft, and I was like, I don't remember the train episode. But then after last night, I was like, oh, right, the train episode with the psycho girl and her victims at the crossing. Yeah. Yeah. So It Invaded is basically, let's say, Inception.
Kind of, yeah.
A lot of it's Inception. You're not diving into the active like dreams of individuals, but they're what they call idwells, where you gather what they call cognitive particles, I think.
Cognition particles.
Thank you. Cognition particles. They can gather those up and put them in a machine, and then you drop someone's consciousness into that, and then you investigate and figure out. You can find people this way. You can figure out motivations this way. They use it to investigate serial killers. Is the way this technology is used.
Exclusively serial killers.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not looking for
Pickpockets.
one-offs or
Jaywalkers.
pickpockets or people who rob convenience stores. They don't care.
Right. No.
Yeah, and part of that is because they can only grab cognition particles from people who have an intent to kill. So that's how they find these things. If you have a really strong drive to murder, that's how they can grab pieces of your cognition and dive in and see what's going on. Yeah. So what's also interesting about it is that in the first part of the series, there's this whole team set up around this. They've got a former cop who is the one who dives in to these idwells, and nobody understands how it works. Like nobody on this team has any concept of the back end stuff. They're just like, I don't know. We put the guy in the machine, and then he drops into and we can view what he's doing, and he loses his memory for reasons, and then he's a brilliant detective for reasons we don't understand. Yeah. But they've been doing it long enough that everybody just kind of takes it in stride, and they're pretty good at what they do. Yeah. Anything else I'm missing as far as like a basic outline of the show?
No, perfect.
Cool. Yeah. So it's good. I think the writing is really good. I think the dialogue is fantastic. It's zippy. It moves right along. It's very much a murderer of the week kind of a thing. But then there's also it's traditional. There's a story of the week, but then an overarching story that covers a larger picture that we're slowly getting more and more information about as the season goes on. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
I was gonna say you missed the the running theme that there's for the basic level intro. Oh, also the bad guy is maybe like an illusion setting up murderers, right? In people's
Yeah.
subconscious, that whose like face is grayed out and nobody knows why.
Yes.
Yeah, but then you hit that.
There's it's almost like a Moriarty character from Sherlock, where
surely. Yeah.
right, the good guys, they have an inkling that there's somebody out there kind of pulling the strings and making all this happen on a macro level, but they don't know who they are or what they look like or anything. So yeah, so that's really cool stuff. So yeah, we both recommend It Invaded. It's good stuff. It's on Hulu. It's on Funimation stuff.
Anime Lab.
Yep.
Yep.
If you have Anime Lab, it's there. I think it's on Crunchyroll.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have new recommendation.
Ooh, okay.
Finish this. It's airing now, so you'll have to watch it week to week with me. It's called
Okay.
Decadence.
Decadence.
I can spell it for you if you'd like.
I mean, decadence is a word.
It's 2 words. It's not spelled like
Oh.
decadence, but
It is spelled like decadence. It's just 2 words.
yeah, it's not really spelled like it, then is it?
Fine, whatever. Decadence. After nearly being driven to extinction,
Yeah.
survivors
Going
band
blind.
together.
Going blind.
Oh, well, I already read it.
Disappointing. It's a good show. The first
All right.
episode really sold me. Like, I'm in. Let's do this.
Is only the first episode out?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Crikey. All right. Is it on Hulu? Hulu has all the animes these days. There, it sure is.
Cool.
All right. Added to my stuff. I'll watch the first episode tonight. Maybe. If I can finish the Dresden Files first.
Okay.
Decadence. All right. Okay, on the list. Very good. Very good indeed. Hey, should we talk about GSL?
We can talk about GSL.
All right, sweet. Let's see. GSL Season 2 Codas. There it is. I found it. So, we're still in between Group Stage 1 and Group Stage 2.
Yep.
Although we hadn't recorded when Group F was done.
True. And now the groups are also announced. For Group Stage 2.
Yes, very true. All right, so Group Stage 2 is 4 groups, as is tradition A, B, C, and D. We'll just go over them real quick with you guys. Group 1, or Group A, is TY, Scarlet, Special, and Dongregu. Yeah, go DRG.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got through, to be honest.
And I know, me too. SOS went 1-4. What happened to SOS? Is SOS done?
Who knows, maybe. Who
Maybe.
did he lose to? He lost to Dream. And
2-0'd
Deer.
by Dream, and Deer 2-1'd him.
That's rough.
Dongregu 2-0'd Deer, and then 2-0'd
Deer
again?
Yeah.
Why did he only play Deer?
He didn't. He also faced Dream, but he lost to Dream.
I see that one. Yes. 2-1 versus Dream. Okay.
Okay, well.
So ZVP looks pretty good against Deer anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
So in his group, he has no Protoss. Excellent.
That's hilarious.
So far, so good. So who do we think? TY, I think, is definitely getting out.
For sure.
He's looked really good this year. Especially because he won.
He won Season 1, yeah.
Yeah, he won Season 1. So yeah, he's got to be the favorite. I'm impressed Scarlet got out.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, her group, kind of a younger Armani and a really younger Prince.
For sure.
In fairness.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the strongest group of all time.
No.
We do love Prince, though. Prince is a lot of fun. He's the one that cannon rushed Maru, and then Maru did wizardry and got out of it somehow.
Yeah. He can't rush Murr. Murr didn't even have a Rax in his base. And still won the game.
Because Maru consorts with demons. I don't know, man.
Yep.
Incredible. All right. So Maru and Scarlet got out of there. Anyway, the point is, yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick against TY. I don't know that. That's tough for me. Scarlet, Special, and Dongregu right now. I almost feel like Dongregu is playing better than Scarlet is at the moment.
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
I'm going to look at the GSL's rankings. Is this page just like current? No, because MVP is at the top. All right. That's so dumb. There's a page, liquipedia.net/StarCraft2/global StarCraft 2 league rankings. There's no date affiliated with it. It's just like, here's the rankings. And by the way, MVP is currently number 1. And look, Dong Regu is number 3.
Probably hasn't been updated in a while.
In a very long time. Where's the actual rankings? Why isn't that page just a constantly updated rankings?
Who knows?
I don't understand. Whatever. Let's see. Korea standings as that's 2019 though.
I'm just gonna look at Legalac and look for Scarlet.
Okay.
So Scarlet is currently ranked 29th in the world.
Okay. Cool.
And who are we comparing that to?
Dong Regu.
Dong Regu. 22nd.
Aha! I was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slightly
So they're
better.
close.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly better. Yes.
Slightly better.
All right. So I don't know. I think I want to go with TY and Dong Regu. Like, we haven't said anything about Special, who's been playing really well this year, in fairness.
Mm-hmm. Sure. How did he
But
do? He got out second behind Zest. Did he beat
Yes.
Sue? He did. He toured Sue. So she's.
I know, but like,
TVZ's got to be.
I've seen
good.
so many bad losses from Sue this year. I don't. I'm not sure how impressed I am by that.
Fair.
So yeah, he 2-0'd Sue twice. Yeah, I don't know. I think right now, both Scarlet and Dong Regu are probably playing better than Sue is.
I would take Special.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I can't argue much with that. All right, Group B.
Group B has Innovation, Dark, Bunny, and Potting.
That's a fun group. That's a really fun group.
Is it? Like, it has Potting, right? That's fun. Innovation
Yeah.
is boring, right? Like, he's very, very good, but he's a boring player. He's very clinical.
But his name is a misnomer.
Yes.
Yeah, fair.
Dark is the current world champion,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't make him even remotely the best Zerg player.
True, true.
And then you have Bunny. I'm like, I hope Bunny can do well, because is this like the best GSL result Bunny's ever had already?
Is it? I'm trying to think about it.
GSL, he placed like in like 2019, 5th to 8th is what it says for his results.
Okay, it's not bad.
It's not bad. 9th to 12th, 5th to 8th, and Team League. Yeah, this, like, closest it says he's gotten is 5th to 8th. So,
Yeah.
like, he's capable of getting here, but he's never really gotten too much further than here.
Correct.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I want to see Parting try to go Blinkstalker or Warp Prism against Inno and see what Innovation does.
Yeah. I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Would-
I guess that's part of what I was thinking when I said I wanted this to be great or entertaining. So
Okay. That's fair, yeah. Parting goes up against Bunny first. So,
should be fine.
yeah. If you wanted to see Bunny Parting versus Inno, right, it's not happening immediately. It might not happen.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. If I had to pick, I would pick Inno and Dark to get out of that.
Yeah, I can't really disagree. Yep, Inno and Dark. Group C is Solar, Maru, Trap, and Dream.
I
Really
noticed just
interesting.
some-
I know, right? Interesting group. Like, who's
I mean,
Maru's Maru?
uh-huh.
Solar, I feel like only really does super well in the online tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trap and Dream are like, they're cool, but I don't expect them to win anything.
Mm-hmm. This is a group that could go either way.
Yeah, any four of these guys, I would not be shocked if any four of these made it through at all.
Yeah.
Not a tiny bit.
I mean, I would be a little shocked if Maru didn't get through. Like you
Would
said,
you?
yes,
Okay.
right. I would be a little shocked, right?
Yeah.
Not like, my God, what an amazing upset, but you know, it's Maru. but
It is.
at the same time, it's Maru.
Well, yeah. He has the wildest swings of anybody in StarCraft.
Yeah. I was just going to note the subtle Zerg bias, naming Solar first, and then working your way down the list, even though he's not at the top.
Yep. I did that.
Yep. Who do you?
I mean, in fairness, Solar did go 4-0 in his group, and Maru only went 4-1. So Solar should be first on the list.
That's true.
I totally did not know that, but it retroactively justifies my decision.
Sure.
So Group C, who knows?
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
Group D.
Is Cure, Stats, Zest, and Rogue.
Okay, that's brutal. How is D so much better top to bottom than C?
Well, Group D is Group of Death. D for Death. So
Fair enough. That's why. Yep.
is Stats better than Zest? I don't know at the moment.
What does Oligulac say?
That was an interesting question. Let's have a look for Stats. Helps fight with the T in the right place. Stats is currently 8th in the world.
Okay, excellent.
He's the best Protoss in the world at the moment, according to Ligalac.
Oh, well, there you go.
Putting Zest at 13.
Very close, though.
Yeah, pretty close. Because I don't think Kua gets out of this group. So it comes down to Zest, Stats, and Rogue.
The fact that Rogue is where he is makes me feel like he wasn't awesome in the previous group. He went 4-3. Tasia took a game off of him. Solar 2-0'd him. And then he 2-0'd Super. I kind of throw ZVZs out the window. Like, for example, Raynor beat Cyril again.
It's true.
In DreamHack, because that's what Raynor does. He beats Cyril. Yeah, so I'm going to throw that out. So basically, he 2-0'd Super. And he 2-1 Tasia.
Yeah.
Tasia's looking really good, too, though. No, he didn't make it out of his group. Yes, he went 2-4.
Interesting.
But I think he can get better.
Super, not in the top 40 of all players on Illigalac.
Whoa.
Not enough results, I guess.
Guess not. Also, I think he's young.
Is he?
Super?
He's 26.
All right, not that young. Anyway, so in this group, I like how Cure's playing. He did make it to the finals of Season 1. I think Stats is still pretty much Stats for now. So I'm going to go Cure Stats here. Just go chalk.
Nah, Zest and Rogue.
Okay.
Yep.
Dang, opposites.
Yep.
Opposites straight up. Are you doing that just to be contrary? That amazes me.
It amazes you that I would be contrary?
Kind of?
No, I think Rogue is a Swarm Host Nidus abusing prick. But he did win the World Championship doing it, and I don't think you can underestimate that. Cure made it to the finals, right? You said last season?
He sure did.
Where'd he come? Like, did he make it second? Who was the...
TY smashed him in the finals. It was a TVT finals in season 1.
Was it? I've already forgotten that.
Remember how weird it was? And it was like, dude, like all the Terrans are complaining for weeks leading up to it, and then GSL's at TVT finals, and they're like,
That's a good point. How did I forget this? That is so strange. Okay, maybe... I still don't want to take Q off. I don't know. I feel like
that's fine.
I feel like until he wins, getting to the finals was a fluke. Even if he gets there like 12 times like Sue.
Wow. Again, we're not picking Kure to win the thing. We're picking him to get out of his group.
Yeah, but
Okay,
like,
just as long as you're clear.
like who did he beat? He beat Innovation. He beat Deer, right?
I mean,
To get there. Neither of those players, like, okay, sure, he goes up against Stats, who is also a Protoss like Deer, but I don't know. Stats can probably take him, and then there's no other Terrans in his group,
true.
right?
Okay, let it be known. Summicron does not believe in Kure. Fair enough.
Nope, sure not.
That's okay. I'm with you to a certain level. Until he wins something, I don't care. But again, I'm not picking him to win the whole thing. We're just picking him to get into the quarterfinals. So
Interesting.
I think he can do that. What'd you see?
Kure didn't play a single Zerg in last season after the group stage 1, and even then, it was Impact and Dongrigu, right? Not exactly.
How did he do in group stage 1? Oh, that was group stage 1.
Yeah,
Got it.
group stage 1, he beat Impact 2-0, and then Impact again 2-0. So we actually haven't seen his TVZ in a while against the top tier Zerg. Sorry, Impact.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Rogue's going to beat him down because he's by far the best Zerg he's played in GSL in a long time.
It will be, but he also has stats in the first round, so who knows?
I mean, you could just continue not believing in Kure. I think that's fine.
Yeah. I'm fine to just not believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds fair. I'm not going to try to talk you out of it.
Cool.
Good. So here's a question. Have we talked about this on the pod? Like, Raynor and Serral are winning all the things. And everyone's like, Zerg is overpowered.
Sure.
But then you look at GSL, where neither Raynor nor Serral play because they don't live in Korea. And it's like, Protoss are looking good, and Terrans are doing amazing things, and Zergs are kind of like, right?
Right.
Like, none of the Zergs have looked dominant on any stretch in GSL Season 1 or Season 2 so far. So is this just a matter of Zerg is overpowered, or is it Serral and Raynor are just gods?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have a feeling Serral and Raynor are just gods.
Yep.
Or at the very least, Korean Zergs don't know what they're doing. Right,
That's fair.
And we have a Korean Zerg as the world champion. So
We do.
but that is one of the reasons I say Dark is the world champion, but he's still not the best Zerg by a long shot, is because I feel like Serral's ZV Korean Zerg is significantly better than Reyno's is.
Yes, he just has a Raynor weakness.
Yeah.
His weak point is Raynor, and everything else is incredible.
Reyno is his kryptonite. Yeah.
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 Which is...
You're...
I want Raynor. Look, it's nice you can beat Serral, Raynor. It is. It's nice you're an elite level player. I'm not taking that away from you. But like, if you just backed off Serral like 10% and focused on being better against everybody else, I think that would improve his power level by quite a bit. I think he could win BlizzCon if he, or it's not BlizzCon anymore, but win the global finals if he did that. I mean, it's hard to say considering he was the second best player in the world last year. It's like, you can be better than number 2. Yes, you can, Raynor. You can be number 1 if you just lay off of obsessing about Serral 24 hours a day. Because I feel like that's all he does. He plays StarCraft and then he watches Serral VODs and replays
Who? Reyno.
for the rest of his waking hours.
That's all
Raynor does.
You reckon?
Yeah. I don't know. How does he have Serral's number and no one in the entire world does? He's got to just be obsessing about the guy.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Fun fact: Illegal actually puts Raynor as the world's best player at the moment.
Oh my gosh. He did just beat Serral.
Over
That counts for a lot, man.
But Serral is still number 1 in Zerg versus Zerg. In rankings.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't lose to anybody but Raynor. But back to your point about Korean Zergs not knowing what they're doing, which again is strange because Korean Zerg's the current world champ. Yeah, like the number of replays I have seen where Terran goes mech and then Korean Zergs just fall apart against it is way too many. It doesn't make any sense.
They all go like Swarmhost Nidus, don't they?
It's like a swarm host, like 10 swarm hosts and like Roach Ravager.
Mm.
And it doesn't work. I don't think it's a horrible idea, but I've never seen it win.
Maybe
It's so strange.
maybe all the Terrans on Career Ladder go, oh, okay, he's doing the Swarm Host Nidus thing. All right, let's make sure we lose, so they stick to that strategy in the tournaments. And then they get the tournaments, and the Terrans are just like, nope, we win. They just refuse to roll over and die at that point.
I like this conspiracy theory. That's pretty good.
I'm on board.
Yeah. Anyway. It's very strange. StarCraft 2 is in a weird place right now. It's getting good view counts, though. I think we had 25,000 watching Cyril Rayner
That's cool.
on Twitch when they were live. Yeah, it was awesome for a ZVZ. But it's because it's Cyril Rayner. It's just like they have the most fun ZVZs of all time.
It's true. Definitely true.
Was it Cyril? That Twitch clip that I did, we talked about that. You saw it, right? The one where I want to say it was Cyril brought spines with him, or Rayner brought spines with him.
Oh, yeah, no. Cyril did like a spine crawler flank or something. I haven't seen the clip, actually.
Oh. Yeah. I need
People
to.
just told me about
I
it.
think I can go to Twitch and find my clips that I've made because they're easy that way. Clips. What's funny is you go to clips and it's like, here's the clips from every channel you follow. And it's like, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, spine flank. Here it is. It is. Yeah, it is Cyril Rayner. Yeah. So it's on Submarine, which is a small map and everyone hates it. Here, let me get you the link.
Do people hate Submarine?
From what I've heard.
Okay. I've not heard this.
Yeah, I think this was the most hype moment of DreamHack, to be honest. Because, like, it's just Roach Ravager, blah, blah, blah. Cyril's pressuring Rayner. He looks fine. And then 2 spine crawlers wander up. And you're like, wait, what? 2 red spine crawlers on the other side of the map, from Cyril's side of the map, show up and start rooting. And you're like, what? Wow, what a madman. And then 2 more show up down the left side and set up a flank. It's the best thing. It's my favorite clip of all time. Best one I've ever done of the 6 I've ever made.
Yeah, okay. A couple of spine crawlers just come in and revert. I don't know how much they did.
Me neither, but it was dead hilarious. It was so funny. Cats was calling. I think it was Cats and Fear Dragon? Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cats, professional Zerg players. Like, he knows what's up. Even he was like, wait, what? Why are there 2 more spine crawlers over here? And again, it's map dependent. You're not going to do this on the bigger maps, but on Submarine, you can do it. Hilarious.
Fair enough.
So yeah, at this point, okay. So I forgot. So this is in the winners bracket. Cyril beat Rayner. So Rayner gets knocked down to the losers bracket and fights his way back up to the finals and faces Cyril again, and Rayner beats him there.
Right.
So they kind of split. The format of DreamHack was weird. They split series against each other, but because Rayner won it when it really counted, I guess that's why they put him up on Aligulac. Be my guess. I don't know how they do their things all together, but that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
So,
did you see the new update for the PTR for StarCraft?
Yeah, for the map editor?
Yeah, it has a couple
Where you can, like, make mountains?
Yes, it now has up to 15 cliff layers instead of 3.
Yes. Somebody... Yeah. And you can do, like, a lava layer, too.
Yeah.
Like a layer below. Somebody posted... Here, did you see the picture somebody made? It's been moving around.
Is it...
Here. Donk.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the one in the patch notes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Now I just want to see a Reaper go hop.
That's the ramp into someone's base, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because right below that in the patch notes is, no, not right below that, but further below that, is ramps. Buildable ramps is now toggleable. So
Toggleable?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So map makers can make it so ramps can be built on now.
Whoa, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the mountain doesn't count as a ramp because they're each individual layers, but it's also very crazy that you could like
So
put a bunker on a ramp
yes,
or a
that's
cannon
insane.
on a ramp, providing its own high ground vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, regular walking units that aren't Colossus or Reapers can't walk up those levels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the only two that can move normally across that. Everything else has to fly or get dropped.
Yes.
Okay.
Reapers and Colossi.
Yeah.
Oh.
And vision rules are the same. Like if you're on level 7
You can't see on
and
level
something's on level 6, you can't see. Yeah. Okay.
8. Well, no.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's interesting. There's another thing which I'm going to be interested to see if it just is like a arcade thing, but StarCraft 2 now supports formation movement. Right?
Oh, yeah. Like in Age of Empires.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting because if you can like push a button and have all your Marines split from Banelings, that's going to be interesting.
That's really interesting. Yeah.
I assume no, like this is just going to be an arcade thing, not like a
Yeah. We'll make it into competitive StarCraft.
yeah, no way. Terrans
It's kind of fun, though. I like it.
Terrans will win everything.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. Splitting's not everything.
Well, actually, no. Terrans already split, and they still take a lot of damage. The
Exactly.
people who are most likely to benefit from this are the Zergs, right? We never split. Imagine you can push a button and have your Lings split into formation against disruptor shots.
Or, like, split perfectly against Banelings.
Yeah.
It completely changes early game ZVZ.
Uh-huh.
Like, Banelings never connect on anything anymore.
Yep.
Huh. I like it. Sounds fun. Yeah, so map makers are stoked about this. I want a map that somebody makes where it's just a big pyramid in the center of the map.
Okay.
And then I want someone to like build a base there and then the other person has to try and kill it. That'd be hilarious.
Okay.
Just like on top of the mountain.
King of the Hill.
Yeah, a King of the Hill thing.
I can get on board.
I'd watch that. Bruh. Hey, guess what happened while we were talking?
What happened while we were talking?
TransUnion reviewed my claim and got rid of it.
Oh, nice.
2 for 2.
Nice.
I was like, they both said they'd take a month. And they were both like 4 hours. Hooray!
Yeah.
Good job, guys. 2 thumbs up for credit reporting bureaus.
Well,
If you have a legitimate claim, then they will come in your favor every time, I promise.
don't make promises you cannot keep.
I mean, it helps if the originator of the claim doesn't know you exist. So, if that's not true for you, maybe it won't have the same result as for me. Yeah. I assume they just both called CenturyLink and they were like, I don't know who this guy is. And they're like, sweet. Removed. Okay, good. I can move on. This is great.
Cool. You can read your book in peace and quiet without having to worry.
Yes. In mental peace. Stressing out about stuff. Hoorah.
Did your insurance get back to you about
Kind of.
kind of?
I've been like logging in every day because I want to know what it is.
Right.
And some of it is marked as like in process because I saw a bunch of different people. I went to like a doctor's office and then a hospital, got tests run at both, got multiple tests run at the hospital, talked to different specialists. I had like 3 different doctors consult. It was a complicated mess. So for American health insurance, that's complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But from near as I can tell, like I don't want to say anything and jinx it, but I think it's going to be about $500. So not ideal. But I really think I used probably upwards of about $5,000 worth of resources
Right.
during those 24 hours.
Right.
Some really expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And I mean, look, how we look at this, do you pay higher taxes and then you don't have any payments when you get health care? Or do you have lower taxes and then you pay for payments, certain payments out of your own pocket, right?
I mean,
How does that balance out? I don't know.
does it balance out? Is that the deciding factors? Am I paying more tax than you? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's different for everyone.
I actually just did my tax return yesterday.
Oh, is it tax season?
It is tax season.
Oh, okay. How'd that go?
I think I'm gonna get back less than I want, which is always the case.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna get back more than I did last year, which is nice.
Yeah?
Yep. So that's about it. I already started spending a little bit of it. So Games Workshop came out with this thing called the Indomitus box, the 9th edition Warhammer 40k.
Oh, I saw your post about that in the Discord. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, and they sold out because they only made like a limited run of them, and so scalpers were putting them on eBay for like twice to 3 times the price, which at 300
Yes.
Australian, they were already quite expensive.
Yes.
And so that's why they decided to make them to order now.
Yep.
So they say it's going to ship in about 120 days.
What? Oh, all right.
Uh-huh. But I didn't have to pay 3 times the price.
Excellent.
So I finally started, like, it's my first Warhammer minis I've ever had. I'm not looking forward to painting them.
No,
Oh.
I'm impressed you're trying it all. I'm terrible at that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to try and paint one and then maybe empty out my retirement savings and get a professional person to paint the rest.
That might be worth it.
Yeah.
Although retirement savings are kind of important.
It's true, but professional painters cost that much when you have... The box comes with 60 minis, so... Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I legitimately, while I was looking on eBay for these things, I did see someone offering to buy a box, paint them, and then ship them back to, like, whoever, like, it bought them.
Oh, how handy. Yeah.
$1,800.
Oh my gosh. That's more than it cost to ship a Final Fantasy VII motorcycle from the US to Australia.
Only by a little bit.
Yes. That's why I said it. It was a big number, and this is bigger.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to getting that in, like, December, so... in 120.
Christmas present
Yeah.
for yourself.
It's pretty great.
All right, so I looked at my insurance website.
Okay.
It says for 2020,
Uh-huh.
I have been billed $10,000 in medical services.
Was
And what I've ended up paying and what I owe on that is $700
okay.
for the whole year, including multiple visits for different kids and whatnot.
Yeah, that, like, Scarface was this year, wasn't it? When you, like, split his head against the brick fireplace?
No. That might have been 2 years ago. That was a
really?
while ago.
Damn. Okay.
But some of this is like doctor's office visits for vaccinations and
Oh, right.
other
sure.
stuff. So, yeah.
700 so
So I don't know. So basically less than 10%. I don't know. It's all very complicated.
Very complicated.
And I've heard too, like what hospitals will bill people if they have insurance versus if they don't have insurance is wildly different.
Really?
They basically, if you are going to pay cash for healthcare, it's way cheaper because the hospital doesn't have to spend any time with billing, talking to the insurance company, haggling for pricing, dealing with different departments. It takes, months of work to get through it all. And if you're just like, here, I've got $500 in cash, they're like, sweet, we'll take it.
Okay.
That's how messed up the system is here.
Right. There's a YouTuber I follow called, like, Dr. Mike or something. And he's just a doctor. He's a family care...
In Straya?
No, in America.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
weird.
and
okay.
so he'll talk a lot about misconceptions around doctors and hospitals and stuff. And one of the things that he said he had to do was spend 30 minutes haggling and arguing with an insurance company because he prescribed a certain medicine to a patient and they weren't going to cover it because he did prescribed it in capsule, and they were basically weren't going to pay it because it wasn't in pill form instead. Like,
Yes, it's garbage like that.
yeah,
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, I've got a buddy who deals with them a lot because he has a condition that requires a lot of different healthcare. And yeah, the insurance companies, they're so often so very stupid. It's like they've covered this generic alternative to a drug for 6 years, and then suddenly they're like, no, we're not going to cover that anymore. You need to get the brand name drug, which is like 10 times more expensive for no reason.
yeah.
Yeah, it's all stupid. I hate it.
Your wallet or your life?
That said, I don't really see it ever changing in the U.S. anytime soon. We're pretty set in our ways, and people hate change.
Sure.
It would honestly take a president who is really devoted to making this happen, and a Congress and a Senate who are way into it, like as a whole. Because like Obama was into it, but he didn't have the time to make it happen before the opposition took over Congress, and
Right.
I don't know. I just don't. I guess it could happen. Like it's been in my lifetime that we've had a majority Congress and a president of the same party. But even then, like I'm not sure if Joe Biden gets elected, it's a priority of his to do anything about this either, even though he's a Democrat. So
Right.
yeah, it's a mess. We'll see.
The fun fact about Joe Biden is I can never picture what he looks like.
He's a generic skinny old white dude with white hair.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like Mike Pence to me.
I mean,
Like, people say Joe
Yeah.
Biden, and I can't picture a face.
Joe Biden is handsomer.
You reckon?
I think so.
I can't tell the difference. All those white people look the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
No.
Here, I'm gonna pull up some pictures we can compare real fast.
Don't spoil the magic for me of not knowing who your president might be.
What's crazy is no one's talking election. COVID is dominating the news cycle so much. It's crazy. And usually in election years, by July of the election, it is nonstop election talk 24 hours a day on everywhere. But this COVID thing has totally dominated it. It's a very strange election year for us. It's kind of nice, actually. Like I would already be totally sick of hearing about the election by this point.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't know. Biden kind of has a longer face. One of the if I start typing Pence, one of the first suggestions from Google is Pence and Biden. So I don't think you're alone in this.
Maybe I'm not.
I mean, as a white person, I can tell you they look pretty significantly different. Yes, they both have white hair. Yes, they're both clean cut and they're wearing suits all the time. So that makes it hard. They're both pretty much in shape. Yeah, I guess I can see your confusion.
All right.
That's funny. Now I'm curious. I didn't realize how little I was hearing about the election until just now. Like, I totally forgot it was an election year.
Right.
I wonder if it'll get worse as time goes on. Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Depends on what other things get worse in contrast.
Yeah, true fact. Utah's COVID cases are kind of going nuts.
Oh.
California's really bad.
Victoria.
Texas is bad. Florida's horrible.
I mean, that's just Florida, though, isn't it?
It is, in general, yes.
Yeah.
What'd you say about Victoria?
Oh, Victoria's going nuts with cases as well. Like, we had the...
Is it bad?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all comparative. Like, for us, it's bad. Like, they reported 270 new cases in a day. And they're
Yeah. I mean, it's direction, right?
Right.
Are the cases increasing or decreasing?
They're increasing. And
Yeah.
we actually, I think we've, like, blocked off the borders to Victoria. No one can go in and out.
Holy smokes, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Sit in your own filth and mess of your own making, Victoria.
I know, like, there's been a whole bunch of scandals. Like, there was a bunch of people who got back from, like, a plane or a cruise or something. And so they were put into, like, lockdown. Quarantine
Yeah.
in a hotel. And they were, like, given room service and stuff for, like, a month or something. Right? They've been in there for ages. And then it came out that one of the security guards was sleeping with the people. They And of course he was like interacting with them and then like, all right, time to clock off, and then just like went around the city, did his stuff, right? Not just like completely breaking the point of the quarantine as well.
Oh, that's horrible. That's so bad.
Yeah.
Gross.
Gross.
Yeah, Utah's just been kind of going nuts with it. I think we had, I don't want to say wrong numbers here, so hang on a second. Because for a long time, we had a bunch of cases, but nobody was dying from it. But yeah, we're up to 226 deaths now. So not good, Utah. Well, and I can see it. Like if I go out and about, I'm in my car or I run to the store, I'm wearing a mask, but I'd say 70% of the people are wearing masks, but a good 30% aren't.
Right.
In my personal experience, which is enough to spread it. Like those 30% of people kind of make the efforts of everybody else a little bit meaningless, which sucks.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that some people
It is.
won't wear a mask. I'm annoyed. I think work doesn't want us to wear masks. And I mean, I'm pretty far back from like all the customers and stuff. And wearing a mask would get very hot very quickly in front of an oven. So I can kind of see myself not needing one when I'm in the department, right? And like if I had it anyway, it's gonna be all over like my hands and all over the food anyway. Then, right?
True. Yeah. Like you're not wearing gloves.
No. Well, I mean,
Right.
the packers are, but I'm dealing with the dough.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't work.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But I haven't seen them like issuing them to like people in other departments who are like, you know, we fill the shelves, or you know, we're on the checkouts. They haven't been supplying gloves, masks for that. Yeah.
What's interesting is that my local Walmart, they have a big sign out front that's like there's a mandate from the governor, which there is, that people need to wear masks in public. So they're like, we require masks inside the store. But like, I don't know, people walk in without masks and there's people at the front, but they don't say anything.
Right.
They're not even like, hey, sir, you need to wear a mask. And like, maybe they won't push it, but they don't like even remind them that's what they need to do. It's nuts.
So it's a mandate from the governor, you said?
Yeah.
How like enforceable is that?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Apparently, it's up to each business and people who are in charge of every public place, right?
Like I couldn't like call my local Bobby and be like, hey, can you just arrest all the people that try to come in without masks?
I guess.
But no.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look at the wording. Because I think the technical word is mandate, but that's not a law. And what's the difference? Like, how much teeth does a mandate have? I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
Right.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I see videos that people post on Twitter and stuff of people without masks trying to get into other stores that have similar policies and just being, like, denied entry, period. Like, you're not coming in.
Right.
You know? So, some stores are doing it, but my local Walmart is not. I don't know why.
It's weird.
It's very strange. Strange times we live in, Omicron.
Very strange.
The very strangest. All right, on that happy note, should always save COVID talk for the last.
If you want to end on a slightly happier note,
Yeah.
I made a Discord.
Oh, hooray.
Yeah.
All right.
So people are welcome to join that if they want. I don't see dozens of people flocking to it, but
No, maybe a dozen.
maybe a dozen. I mean, there's already 10, including the bots.
Well, there you go.
But there are special roles for patrons. So
Ooh, fancy.
fancy.
What color is it?
The patron roles.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so let me have a look. Look at the roles. You've got a kind of I don't know, greeny blue. Like, well, I don't know what color that is.
Yeah, green, blue.
Yeah, kind of teal maybe. For the bronze, because my Patreon's bronze, silver, and gold, and then
Ah, nice.
right. Silver is green and gold is blue. Just to keep it simple.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Very cool.
So there'll be a link in the show note for people to join.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Also, we've got a store, FalconPaladin.store.
That
Good
too.
place to go.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some orders recently, and people got their orders quicker than they expected, which is awesome in these COVID times.
True facts.
Also, yeah, there's the Patreon, already previously mentioned. So check all those things out. Support the podcast if you have the means and the inclination. And that's going to be it from us today, I think. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, very good. So thanks for listening to the Falcon Paladin Hour with Somicron and Falcon Paladin. Go ahead, check out those show notes, check out those links we talked about earlier, and until next time, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, until next time, you take care of yourself.